हेलो एवरीवन, मैं विपुल कुमार शर्मा आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं एसएसबी साइक के यूट्यूब चैनल के ऊपर। दोस्तों, आज हम जीडी सेशन लेके आए, थोड़े से टाइम बाद लेके आए हैं। राइट, वी वर वर्किंग ऑन आवर रिकमेंडेशन पार्ट एंड गाइस, आज का सेशन मैं स्टार्ट करता हूं एक अच्छी न्यूज़ के साथ। इस अक्टूबर मंथ के अंदर वी हैव गॉट आवर 2 रिकमेंडेशन एंड दैट टू फ्रॉम द इंडियन कोस्ट गार्ड। आज के दिन हमारा 35th रिकमेंडेशन आ चुका है, एक दिन पहले आया था। राइट, सो आई थिंक संडे इज द बेस्ट डे टू टेल दैट द गुड न्यूज़। मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि गाइस, लोकेश्वरन ही गॉट रिकमेंडेड इन हिज 8th अटेम्प्ट। हमारे साथ उनको सिर्फ एक ही अटेम्प्ट चाहिए था रिकमेंड होने के लिए। ठीक है, मैं और अपने बारे में बताता हूँ, साथ में आज के जीडी के टॉपिक के बारे में बताता हूँ, बट उससे पहले जो हमारा अभी नया बैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है 8th नवंबर, उसके बारे में आपको बताता हूँ। अभी तक आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ पता चल गया होगा कि हमारा एसएसबी साइक का जो प्रोग्राम होता है 25 डेज का प्रोग्राम होता है, नॉट लाइक 14 डेज और 13 डेज और 10 डेज। 25 डेज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि फर्स्ट 10 डेज हम लोग काम करते हैं टूवर्ड्स द साइकोलॉजी पार्ट। अगर आप अब इस टाइम पे सोचे कि अगर हम साइकोलॉजी पे 10 डेज अगर हम स्पेंड करते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल टेक, आपकी इंप्रूवमेंट आपकी बहुत सारी होगी। हर एक टाट वैट एसआरटी एसडी पीआईक्यू एवरीथिंग विल बी डिस्कस एंड बहुत आराम से होगा, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स बट आई वांट लॉट ऑफ रिकमेंडेशन। तो उसके लिए अगर थोड़ा सा ज्यादा टाइम लगे, नो इश्यूज। ठीक है, सो ये जो हमारा नया बैच है दैट इज स्टार्टिंग ऑन 8th नवंबर। 25 डेज प्रोग्राम है, तो जिनके भी अभी एसएसबी आने वाले हैं इन नवंबर इन दिसंबर, गाइस दिस इज द राइट टाइम टू ज्वाइन। प्लीज डू नॉट वेट फॉर योर एसएसबी डेट्स टू कम। जिनकी डेट्स अभी तक नहीं आए तो ज्वाइन करो, दिस इज द बेस्ट टाइम। ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। जैसे मैंने बताया कि हमारा 35th रिकमेंडेशन है, इंडियन कोस्ट गार्ड से है एंड 8वें अटेम्प्ट में होता है। जनरली लोगों को लगता है कि इतनी जगह पे कोचिंग ले लेना फिर भी नहीं होना, तो गाइस डू ट्राई एसएसबी साइक, यू विल गेट टू नो कि रिकमेंडेशन कितना आसान है। ठीक है, ये हमारे इस टाइम पे कुछ हमारे एसएसबी साइक के स्टार्स हैं। राइट, कोई 29 से हमने स्टार्ट किया, फिर 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 एंड मोर। राइट, ये फोटोज बहुत आती रहेगी, मुझे यकीन है। राइट, अब आप देखो कि और कौन चाहता है कि इस जगह पे आपकी फोटो भी आए। राइट, सब आपके सामने है। इनमें से बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट्स हमारे जीडी सेशंस में आ रखे हैं, आए हुए भी हैं। राइट, बस अब आपकी बारी है। ओके, तो चलो थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं। जीडी टॉपिक से बताने से पहले लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस टुडेज कैंडिडेट्स। राइट, उनके बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि वो लोग अपने बारे में अपनी एजुकेशन डिटेल्स बताएंगे। राइट, उनका एसएसबी कब है, फ्रेशर है, रिपीटर है, कब, सो दैट यू विल गेट टू नो कि एग्जैक्टली उनकी एजुकेशन या उनका माइंडसेट कितना है। राइट, क्योंकि एनडीए लेवल की साइकोलॉजी थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट रहती है। राइट, सीडीएस कैंडिडेट की साइकोलॉजी डिफरेंट, सर्विस कैंडिडेट की साइकोलॉजी डिफरेंट। ओके, सो आकाश, वी कैन स्टार्ट विथ यू।
Hello, sir. My name is Akash Singh Rajput. I am from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. I am a repeater, and my next SSBN 1st November, AFSB Gandhinagar. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Aditya Sen and I am from Ganjbasudha district, Vidisha, and I have completed my graduation in civil engineering from Lakshminarayan College of Technology and Science, Bhopal. Thank you.
Manjit sir, it's your turn.
And myself Manjit Kumar, and I have doing my BA second year with Indian Administration and Interactive and Communication English, and I'm also repeater. And my SSB is on 17 November 2021. Thank you.
Hi friends, my name is D. Prasad. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal. I am a fresher. I have SSB on 20 November, Allahabad. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Prinsa Kathet. I am from Dehradun, Uttarakhand. I have completed my graduation in Bachelor of Science from Gargi College, Delhi University in 2019. I am a repeater and my next SSB is on 29 November for FCAT 2 2021 entry. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Vishwaranjan Kumar. I am from Bihar, Muzaffarpur. My education qualification is I am 12th in plus 2. I am a fresher. My SSB date is on 24th of November. at 17 SSB board, Bangalore. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Devendra Kumar Raghav and I hail from Haryana, Gurgaon. I completed 12th from my nearest town SPS and my next SSB is on 27 November at Allahabad.
Hello everyone, my name is Sukriti Singhal and I am from Jaipur, Rajasthan. I have done BTech in Computer Science from JCS University, Jaipur, and my SSB date is not announced yet. Thank you.
Okay, Vikas sir, it's your turn.
Okay. Hi friends, my name is Vikas Singh Rathod. I'm from Manipuri, Uttar Pradesh. My qualification is I am postgraduate from MA Sociology from Agra University. I am a repeater and my next SSB on 19th of November, Kapurdala. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you everyone for telling about yourself, right? So guys, अब मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि अब जो मैं आपको JD का टॉपिक देने वाला हूँ, this topic has recently been given in Indian Coast Guard, right? ये just अभी 2-4 दिन पहले ही इसके ऊपर डिस्कशन हुआ है. So guys, it's very important कि हम भी इस टॉपिक को कंसीडर करें क्योंकि आने वाले कमिंग SSB में डेफिनेटली it's a higher chance कि हमको ये सेम टॉपिक मिल सकता है. So guys, let me show you the topic. So India is celebrating 75 years of Amrit Mahatsov. So what, according to you, is the main reason behind India not performing well in these years, right? The first reason, it can be political will. Second one, it can be problem due to individuality. And the third one is overpopulation. Let me again repeat the topic for you. India is celebrating 75 years of Amrit Mahotsav. So what, according to you, is the main reason behind that India is not performing well in these years? The first point is political will. The second point is problem due to individual. And the third one is overpopulation. Guys, before you start your GD, मैं आप लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ कि those who are viewers, right? कि viewers आप भी अपने comments आप definitely mention कर सकते हो live chat के अंदर, right? आप बिल्कुल बता सकते हो कि how the candidates are performing. क्योंकि एक तरीके से the best part is कि आप एक तरीके से आप GTO का पार्ट ही कर रहे हो. Okay. So with this thing, guys, everyone please unmute yourself first. Okay. So guys, the total time for the GD is 20 to 25 minutes. Let me give you the instructions of GD, right? That's very important. So, group discussion is the first test in the GTO test. It is a friendly and informal talk on the topics of common interest, but of a controversial nature. GD is similar to what you do sitting with your friends in canteen of your school, college, or the units of your regiment, or etc. Generally, there is a confusion between debate and a group discussion. But unlike debate, there is no chairperson, right? You are permitted to say what you like, when you like, and as many as times you feel like, and no conclusion is to be reached. There is only one restriction, and you can guys consider only one rule, that only one person should speak at a one time, right? More important is how the candidate put across his views rather than the language you are using. Okay, so guys, we can start our GD now.
Hello friends, I think the India is lacking because of the overpopulation. Our population is 2019 to 136.24 crore, and our not get a proper equality over population, and some medical burden are also due to the overpopulation. We can handle on that.
Yes, friend.
So,
According to my
adding to
opinion,
Akash's point, I'd like to add. I'd like to say that overpopulation is the main cause, because we all know that India is the second most populous country in the whole world, purely because of lack of awareness of population control methods. It is also a part of a vicious cycle that also includes political will as well as the problems due to individuals.
According to me, the main reason behind why India is not doing really well is the lack of political will. The reason being, since childhood, we all have been, listening about the lack of political will, the scams that politicians do, the corruption. If I talk about corruption, then the India's rank in Corruption Perception Index, which is released by Transparency International, is 86 out of 180 countries, which is very poor. So I think
We'll continue with your point that I want to add my point. Of course, is a political will which is not performing well so far. Because after the Nehruvian era, we see the lots of prime ministers coming in the leading the India, but at so front their will, their policy making strategy, that somewhere is lacking how. So that's why the India is lacking in this to making
continue
yes,
with
I agree with
from
all of the
Vikas'
previous speaker,
point.
but wanted to add
There
the
was
point is
lack
that
of
problem in the individual is the main reason, because what I think is that today's the youth is more emphasizes on the other field, not in the politics. So in the politics, all the bad person are coming, not all, but most of the people having a charges of corruption and many criminal cases. So if a youth who has educated, they used to come in the field of politics. So the condition of India and its democracy is much more nourished. So according to my opinion, second option is the thing.
Let me introduce a very important point which we all are not talking about. India have to make a more investor friendly economic policy, so various different country can invest in our country. India has various tax and bad policies due to various investors are neglecting our country for their investment and selecting the nearby country of our country like Bangladesh and Vietnam. So I would like to also suggest that India should have improved its
continue with the point of Aditya.
Let me say, because
yes, please, Prasad,
yes,
sir, please.
I may agree with Aditya's point, but India's population also plays a crucial role over population. That we recently heard a news that the India's hunger index was goes higher than 91 rank to 101. Then overpopulation is also important thing in this.
I would like to add the point in Prasad sir.
That overpopulation can be in
overpopulation can be a
point,
problem,
I'd
but
like
the
to
thing
say
was
that
the overpopulation can also bring unemployment, poverty, and low economic balance in our country.
Yes,
so due to the overpopulation,
it is a beyond doubt.
Let me complete my
population is the
point.
problem. But the man think when we saw that China, it's having more than population in India. Then their policy making, their political will, it is strong. That's why they are leading the world.
Everybody knows that
that's
we
why
have
I want to say that India could continue with the same.
India was also a very fast
Vikas,
growing economy.
I agree
In
with
previous years, India was growing with very good economy, but since 2017, the economy of India was depleting by 4.7%. And in 2020 crisis, India's economy and GDP also has depleted by 23.4%. So after this sudden boom in our economy, we has fallen down to the worst part of economy after third quarter of 2019. So
but,
we have
Aditya,
to.
you are lacking from the point. We are 3 points only that. So
continuing with Aditya's point, I'd like to say that overpopulation can be used an asset if we aim to enhance the quality of the population by increasing literacy, by providing good employment opportunities, especially in the primary as well as the secondary sectors, and also calling out the aims and the promises that government has made in their manifestos.
I would like to give an example.
China use their population in that way that China is becoming now the producing hub all over the world.
One by one, give chance to all.
Yes, China is.
I would like to give an example why I think political will is the main reason. So there was a viral video on YouTube in 2019. So a reporter was asking a politician who just won an MLA election that why did you join politics and what are your aims? So he bluntly said that I always wanted to earn money और मैं यहाँ पैसा कमाने के लिए आया हूँ. Like
exactly.
Like,
continue with the present point. This is
the mindset of politician. Most of the
politicians, they are putting their personal benefits and the political agenda much ahead with the country's welfareism. So that's why the personal benefits comes ahead with the welfare of the society.
Yeah,
that's why
we also know that we are living in a democracy country. So every people having a right to vote. So we have to.
Let me put an important point in this conversation.
I would
various leakage in various policies. in our country.
Give
So
chance
the
to Raghav sir
beneficiary
also.
was
Raghav
not.
sir has not participated till now.
Hello, friends. We cannot blame
Friends, please
the
speak one by one. Yeah,
friends.
Devin
We
sir,
cannot
go ahead.
blame. Okay, sir. Okay, ma'am. First, I would like to add one point. We cannot directly blame politicians and population. If we seen from 1956, population is continuously increasing, and development is also going there. And various politician gives various helps in the developing of the countries. So why we can blame politicians and population?
Sir,
I
we
agree
have
with Raghav sir point, but there is an also
problem is
one.
that
Let me
India
say.
is not
Let me say.
growing.
Let me finish my point. Let me say.
Yes, friend, we live in a
I'm
democratic
agree
country
with
and
Raghav
we
sir's
have a
point.
right to vote. So we have to give our vote to a correct person. So this is
So
the problem of individual, that we are not giving a vote to a correct person.
I'd
so
like
the
to add
main
a
There is
problem
point
a
to
we are
drawback, sir.
Manjeet sir
neglecting that
that
there was a
Yes, sir,
problem of
but there is a
unemployment
drawback
in
is
our
that
country.
there are some false promises. Politicians also give some false promises post elections, but after the elections, they didn't fill their promises. This is also a drawback for our country.
I
Yeah,
put
I
in
would
one
like
point
to
that
add the
one
point in
point that
Prasad
the
sir point.
politician, we can say that politician will be the politician will, but now we can say that our now the scenario, we can very good relations with the Russia and America also. So this is a political will is a good now. So I think so the
This is
population also.
not a political will, I think,
Yeah.
sir.
So
This is a
friend,
diplomatic
so friend,
relations.
according to
These
my
are
Basically,
the.
the
opinion,
scene is
population can
the
also be
relations.
used as an asset, as told by the Sukriti. Population can also be used by the asset, because in Indian economy, the 45% of the ratio is completely dependent on the services sector. So if we skill our population, and we know that we have a very huge number of youth population in our country, so if
Yeah.
we skill our youth, that will help to produce
We
India as well as
actually provide
economy
better
boost. Economy
employment
boost.
opportunities.
So guys, give
5%
me a
is
5 second. I have
in
a
India.
important
Yes,
point to
please.
mention that the main problem why India is not performing well is is unemployment. Unemployment leads to less sales. Less sales means less production, and less production means less job opportunity. And this cycle goes on. When there is low job opportunity, there was unemployment. And the main
Adding to
problem we are dealing to in
Aditya,
the
we
time
are
in
not
our
going to
country was unemployment. There was various
See,
youth
the
who
scene
are.
is that the post after that Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, that the criminalization of politics has also started. Then we have seen that imposition of the emergency, that use of the political, gaining the political agenda. Then after the involvement of the politician in the scams, as Prasanna just told us, the main thing is this: how we are managing our affairs to manage lead the
I will
country.
point out
This is the
one
matter
point
I
because
that
have one
policymakers
point
So
are
you
the
have
also to add
politicians.
on
I can say
yeah,
that
unemployment.
we can learn
The
from our
Hello,
unemployment
gentlemen.
rate in our
I
country has
observed some points regarding that political will. That government have the many of the decision. They don't have the decision making development program. Lack of that, and they also have the planning for their vote bank due to the lack of patriotism. They can't be able to support anyone individually as our one of the sir told us
I would
that
like to point out one point.
yeah
Ranjan sir.
problem due to individual.
Ranjan
So
sir, I
yeah.
will have one point that when
yeah,
Vikas sir
I
told that
support
emergency and
yeah,
etc.
political will. No, I support political will as Sukriti also, and most of the says that overpopulation. I told a point that if overpopulation is decreasing our economic growth and much more, then our neighboring country China told getting the point from the China
So,
that
exactly,
this
sir, Ranjan
country
sir.
is
The scene is
What
this that
Yes, sir. I
overpopulation
want to
is
add
not
one
a
point
problem,
regarding
but that also
regarding
is a
individuality.
beneficial too.
Is that
But the
yeah.
reason is
So
how
the
to make the
problem of
policy to utilize the population in the good on the getting the good aim. That is the
Vikas
who
sir,
will make the role.
I would have one
like
point
give a
that
Let
good
the
kind of
You
politician
divert
take
education
the
to
role.
no,
the people of
Raghav sir,
India.
you
If a
sir?
people
Let
of
me
problem.
say
India having a good
one
kind of
point.
education
please
as
speak
well as
one
You
by
divert
one.
skill, okay, so
So
the
yeah.
can
people
we
of
speak
India.
So
one
I
by
would
one?
like to add a point. I earlier mentioned about corruption perception index, and there is one criteria called integrity score in that. And in that score, India is scored generally 3 out of 10, right? So that is basically the political will of a leadership of a country. And if I compare that score with the top rankers
ma'am,
like
I
New
would like to
Zealand and
one point added.
Scandinavian
One point
countries,
added.
that is the
One
reason
point
India
added.
is leading. India is behind those countries. So I think political will is very important, and it is a major reason.
I
The
think I
Yeah,
can
political
that
agree
will is
with
depend
continue.
upon us.
It
because of
depends
the
also
political
on the public
and still we can
perception
be
on political will.
Yes,
yes.
according to my opinion, public depends the political will. If a public is aware, then the political leader who are seated in on the power, they will do a good work as well as the work that
Exactly, sir.
the favor the peoples.
Exactly.
because
We have
been
seen that
allocated
last
funds.
74 years,
But
last 74 years, we have seen that many ups and downs in that government. But now the scene is how the government managing the affairs, so that they could better formulation of the better policy, so that they can lead the world. They can build a betterment for the population and general public.
because the government is bringing the
like
better policies, but the implement of that policy is lagging behind.
also
They
I
had
also
made
agree
very
with
good
In
policies, but the
Aditya's
implement
point,
of this
in
policy is
Aditya's
very
point, I would
delayed.
like to add a
Policy is
point. A
implemented by
former
the
Prime
bureaucrats.
Minister once said that if central government is sanctioning 100 rupees at the central level, then at the ground level it becomes just 1 rupee. So that is the level of corruption and lack of political will.
Due to the corruption, the various benefits are not getting to the beneficiary. There is various
I
leakage
support to
in
my
this
previous
point.
speaker wanted to say that the policy is implemented by the bureaucrats, and bureaucrats are we are people who take education and qualify exam and seated on that bureaucrat's chair. So according to my opinion, just blame on us that we are not doing well.
Manju sir, I requested to you, please give chance to all.
Adding to Prinsa and Ranjan sir, I'd like to say that the opportunities, the employment opportunities are not given to individuals because of corruption, and that is why brain drain is happening today in the world, that individuals are moving outside of the country for their education, for their job opportunities, because there they are getting the sufficient job opportunities as they expected for themselves, and that is why economy of other countries is better than ours.
Yes, I would like to add one point. Every developed country has a low population, so they can spend their money from their education and their health providing. So that's why our policy is not a proper policy. Like Prince ma'am said that the corruption when they give the 100 rupees and slow down in the down direction will be reducing, but it's not for the central government policy issue. It is issue for the beside. So because of the population, is also the benefit.
As we have saw that many times that the government who is in the center, they are using the powers to seducing the state governments. Sometimes we have that the contamination. It's also started because at last currently we have seen that increasement of that some politicians are opposing of that BSF power increasing, because they have told that West Bengal is one third area has covered with the under the jurisdiction of BSF. So that's why they're using the policy. In the which manner are you forming the policy? That matters a lot.
So friends, federalism is the beauty of democracy. I would like to say one thing is that federalism is the beauty of democracy. So we have to accept thoughts of states.
So
government.
Continuing Akash Bhiya's
Sir,
point,
I want to
I
add
would
one
like
more
to
point,
add
but
on the
individuality is
population.
declined our patriotism and unity. Like we recently know that in 2014, Andhra Pradesh is also bifurcated as Telangana. This is plays a crucial role that our unity and democracy also abolished day by day. Like Darjeeling also demanded, and thereafter J&K and Ladakh also.
I would like to add Raghav
I would like to say that please let not divert from the topic, right?
Yeah.
So I want to give one point about overpopulation and individuals' role. Because I'm supporting political will. Definitely, these two also play a major role, because if we are more people, then definitely we need more resources and all. But China is one great example. China is largest populated country in the world. Still, it is second largest economy in the world. And till 1980s, it was behind us. So I think there is a political will have played role there. And I think India can also become a developed nation if we have really political will.
You may be right, but my
opinion
is that my personal view is this, that what exactly India is here, because that so far we have just seen that the many politicians have done that a strong hold, like we have seen that the United Kingdom have imposition of that that the quarantine rules on the Indians. They are not recognizing the vaccines. So now what India do? That's a strongly hold against the UK, and this imposes the same thing. So this is now that we are getting the supposedly back, and we are holding the stand back. So this is the main thing
there are various
politicians are doing
in our country where we have 2G Ghotala child.
But I can say that there is a communism, so there is no opposition, and we are a democracy. So in a democracy, the opposition put your holds in a strong move, so they can take another chance for the next election. So this is our democracy.
So let me add a point on overpopulation. The thing was the fertility rate of our country was not balanced. On an average, the population fertility of any country should lag behind 2.2. But in various states of our country, like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, there was the fertility rate there was improved, means increased by 2.2. And in literacy rate, like Kerala has a greater literacy rate, those fertility rate of that state was low. So if the people is properly educated, then the overpopulation problem can be minimized.
I'd like to add a point about the vicious cycle that I've already
one thing that I
mentioned.
have read in the
That
6th class book is that there
overpopulation
is a
is
topic of
actually
sustainable development. One thing that I have read in the 6th class book is that sustainable development is the best way to use our resources. So our government as well as the people of India have to work upon it. Sustainable development means use our resources in a very good way.
Sir, so because
Friends,
we
we are
are
blaming
Like
government.
give
the
instance
point
of a
about the
report that
vicious
I
cycle that I have
I
already
would like
sustainable
mentioned
development
in my
tell
views.
about a
that
report that I
overpopulation
read.
is
One
actually
by one, one by one.
overpopulation is actually connected with the current employment opportunities, lack of current employment opportunities, which is directly connected to the corruption. That is the political view. People are also being corruption in the tax paying system. That is also impacting the economy of our country, which is now that impacts the thinking of an individual, that lacks of patriotism, lacks of responsibilities that he
Yeah,
or she should have
absolutely, ma'am.
taken.
There is not only the politicians are corrupt, but the people, the administration, executives, who are the implementation of the policy, they are also getting the
Yeah, that is
biased
also a part of
psychology. That's
corruption.
also
Yeah.
there.
So we
I,
can
I
minimize
want to share
corruption
a report.
from
I
the
want to
basic
share a
level.
report that I read. I want to share a report that I read a few months back. It was about the people were asked about the profession they most trust and they don't trust at all. So armed forces, most of the people said the armed forces are most trustworthy profession, followed by scientists, and last profession that they trust or they don't trust at all was politician. And this is there is a reason behind this, right? Because we have been hearing about the scams like 2G scam before Ghotala.
Chara
Bihar
Ghotala
CM was
and all.
behind bar because of this
Continue
scam.
to Prisa ma'am and
Harshad
Supriti
Mehta,
ma'am.
Harshad
Because
Mehta.
they are
I
putting their
disagree to
personal
the
benefits, and as like ma'am is saying, Harshad Mehta.
sir.
So now the PB Narasimha Rao, the PM at that time, they're in the secret files. Their name is including with this. So now what we can do that the formulation as a president of inclusion government or with the also the public inclusion that leads to the better way for the leading the political will strong.
There was
Ranjan
various
sir,
ghotalas in
Prisa
railway
ma'am and
also
Supriti
by
ma'am.
Lalu Yadav
we can
sir.
give the chance of Ranjan sir and Raghav.
Okay,
Sir,
friends, we are blaming politicians, and second is pollution. I think it is individual mistake. If every people is get aware of his rights, and if he is doing his work correctly, वो अपने काम को सबको सही ढंग से करे, तो there is no need of any corruptions.
Okay, adding up to Raghav sir point, I would like to add the point about individual level. If
Country to progress by the individuals,
every
and
individual
citizen
have
have to know their duties. Every citizen know their duties. If everybody knows their duties, so
Sir, continue to Manjeet sir point. He also firstly told us sustainable development about. But sustainable development, how we develop? Because if we don't have the resource, from where resource we come? If our politicians are aware about our resources, then our sustainable development occurs, and every individual gets their problems solved. So I blame to the politician little bit also, little bit not fully, because they do not have their क्या बोलते हैं ना उनको इंटरेक्शन अदर कंट्री से उतना है नहीं जो रिसोर्स
India is the agrarian economy. Then we have seen that most of the population residing in the villages. So now that in the villages there is the most the most problem is this: the villager people are not educated much. So who will tell them what the exact is going there in the country? There is
so
their
my point is
representatives,
we have to
politicals.
improve the education of individual person.
Exactly.
So we
need to
have to
improve the
educate
education first.
our basic education, means we have to educate every individual from the basic school level, that you have to pay your taxes, you have to don't
because of
support
overpopulation
corruption.
there are lack of resources. That is why we are not able to improve the educational opportunities and the literacy.
So
we
our
have to
education
improve the
policy
resources.
also plays
And
a
the
very
problem of
important role
overpopulation
in
is
that.
solved by
Our education policy
Government
was
also
on
Population is a barrier.
3.56%
Making a
of
population is a
our
barrier is
GDP.
not a right thing.
Vikas sir,
I
let
can
us give
say
chance to Prasad sir. He's saying something for like very long time. Yes.
I also add one more point on overpopulation, because overpopulation is also responsible for depletion of natural resources. Like we know that we have limited amount of natural resources like water, land, but due to depletion of natural resources, the people are cutting our forests, and they also hunting wild animals. This is also responsible for our natural disasters and all other things.
Yes,
Okay, gentlemen, with this thing, we come to the end of our group discussion session today. Guys, I think that was really a very good, decent GD. बहुत सब लोगों को अच्छा खासा मौका मिला, सबने अपने अपने पॉइंट्स रखे, फैक्ट्स रखे, एक दूसरे की बातें सुनी. ठीक है. तो I'll give you feedback after our live session gets over. Viewers, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि इसी तरीके से हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, राइट? कोई रट्टाफिकेशन नहीं है, nothing. We just have strategies. All the candidates know exactly like what exactly strategy they have to follow. Practice is the key, guys. Right? Practice is the key. और मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि बंद मीटिंग्स के अंदर जीडी बहुत बार हो जाते हैं, but I think when we do a live session on a YouTube, so everyone knows that कि people are watching them. तो ये चीज का जो असर है, I think it helps us in cultivating, or you can say inculcating more qualities in us. क्योंकि ये सेशंस बाद में भी लोग देखेंगे और शायद आप में से बहुत सारे लोग रिकमेंड होंगे, एंड देन आप लोग बता सकते हो कि यार see my performance, how I improve day by day. So guys, this is a strategy that we use at SSB Psych. I would like to tell you guys कि this is my part, and your part is to share this video with your friends. Check our all YouTube videos. आप एक वीडियोस देखना, उसके बाद I can guarantee that you won't stop watching my other videos. We always teach based on the concept. हम आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि गाइस हमारा नया बैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है 8th of November से, राइट? लिंक हैज बीन शेयर्ड. अदरवाइज आप SSB Psych की मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड कर सकते हो, प्ले स्टोर से, एप्पल iOS से भी आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो एंड एनरोल करो. द फीस इज वेरी नॉमिनल, दैट इज 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees for 25 days, right? Guys, you pay 15,000 rupees for 14 days. That's completely fine, no problem in that, right? आप पे करो, but if you think that's the right place, then it's fine. Otherwise, अगर आप confused हो चुके, you don't know where to head, right? हर academy try कर ली. Come to us, एक बार 5 मिनट बात करके देखो. Result will change, that's sure. So guys, with this thing, we come to end of our session. If you have any doubt, if you want to just have some conversation with me, guys, आप मेरे साथ connect कर सकते हो. My details is already available at a website, या आप मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. इसी के साथ दोस्तों हम आज का सेशन हम रैप अप करते हैं. थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग एवरीवन. सो थैंक यू एवरीवन. Done. Okay, this is done.